Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today we will be working on another Project Life spread for week 29 of 2024. So now, first off, I do immediately put down week 30 instead of week 29. I don't notice the mistake until I was completely done with the spread and I was putting it into my album and then I change it out. I will show you in the video at the very end of the video that I did switch out the numbers, but for the majority of it, I'm going to have the wrong week up there. So for my title card, you can see that it is a cut down piece of 12 by 12 paper. I don't remember what collection or what brand that paper is from. It was just a random piece that I had in my stash, but I found that the 4x6 cards that I have just a lot of times are so random, and I just feel like that they're not like given out that much with these kits and collections. Like I feel like they're so stingy on the 4x6s, and I always end up kind of running low on 4x6 cards as opposed to just having tons and tons of 3x4s. And of course I need the 3x4s more, sure, but I would love to have more 4x6s as well. So for this one, I wanted to keep the title card pretty simple. So I pulled out some random little alphas that I had and numbers that I had. I just keep the card super, super simple because I do have that really large 6x8 photo there, which commands a lot of the attention of the spread. So besides that, for my cards, I just grabbed things out of my stash. I'm pretty sure all of the other three, though, are from Ellie's studio. So you can see here that I have this large photo, and that is of me and the author of three of my favorite romance books that I've read recently: The Dead Romantics, The 7-Year Slip, and A Novel Love Story. Her name is Ashley Poston, and she had a book signing and interview at a bookstore in Decatur, Georgia, like a suburb of Atlanta, at Eagle Eye Bookshop. And so that was a really fun thing that I was able to do over this past weekend. So I didn't have a lot of pictures besides from that one event. So I ended up just deciding to blow that one picture up as a 6x8. And then you'll notice that down at the bottom, I'm using one of those 4x6 cards from LA Studio that are a part of the monthly calendar collection. And I really love these. They've super come in handy throughout my project life this year. And it says a moment in July documented, a moment in whatever month documented. So I just roughly measured that one space, and I printed off my other photo from the event of me kind of holding out my book there with the crowd behind it. So I printed that off where it would fit inside that square. And then where it says story on the other side of the 4x6, I did type out my journaling, and I printed it off on the clear sticker paper. I just get that off of Amazon. I just type in clear sticker paper and it will pop up. And that kind of helped me to tell the story. For me, whenever I'm just doing my handwritten journaling, a lot of times I'm not thinking about it too much. I just kind of write something down really quickly. But if I want to kind of collect my thoughts, I tend to do typed journaling, because I'll typically read that back, make sure I don't have any typos, or try my best not to. I have to get my computer out. I have to print it, all that kind of stuff. So I just was able to tell a more a better, well thought out story about this event there in the typed journaling. Then you'll see that I have just a couple other pictures, some drinks that me and Will got at this restaurant that we went to. They had all kinds of fun summer drinks, so that was a fun time. And then also there was a really pretty mural at this kind of outdoor market that we went to whenever we ate. And so there was this pretty mural that said Atlanta under it, so I decided to take a picture of that as well. You'll see that beside that one, I did use the Sophie Alpha stamp, my favorite stamp set. It's so perfect for Project Life. It's from Citrus Twist. I spelt out meeting Ashley Poston there. And then since I had that extra space underneath it, I grabbed out a little piece of scrap paper that is the same as the title card. And I used this other stamp set, and I'm not sure if that's from Studio Calico or where that's from. I think it might be, that says "This is rad." It could be Allie Edwards, but I think it's probably Studio Calico. That's what it looks like. So I stamped out that little talk bubble, and I'm going to add that underneath that stamped Meeting Ashley Poston card. So I think that that looks really cool. Then I decided for this journaling card, I was going to do handwritten journaling, but just to keep it easier for me so I didn't have to write in a paragraph, I decided to, since I had the Sophie Alpha stamps still handy, I just stamped out 1 through 5, and then I'm going to add 5 little notes about our trip. So me and Will went to Atlanta together. We went thrifting a bunch. We ate some great food. We had a fun throwback ATL playlist on the way there. It was just all around a good time. And then I do mention a little bit more about the book signing. So that was really fun. There was a lot of obstacles against us for this book signing. I got there. Doors opened at 6. The signing wasn't starting until 7. And I was going by myself. Will stayed at the hotel. So I didn't want to get there super early. So I got there about 6:20. And by then it was already packed. And it was standing room only at that point. All of the chairs were taken. There was only about enough chairs for maybe half of us that were there, which was, a little frustrating. And then the AC was out. So that didn't make things better. And like I said, the doors opened at 6. And I did not meet Ashley until 10:30, after 10:30 actually, and there were still several people waiting after that. So it took a while. It was a long, hard day and night there to get there, but it was really fun while I was there. So I was really glad to have gone to it, and I would love to go to more like author book signings. So here you can see that I cut that picture, and it did kind of cut my head weird, but I tried some different configurations, and that was the best that I could do there to fit that photo into the pockets. So what I ended up doing was I printed the picture off again at a 3x4. Here I'm just adhering it to the back of a patterned piece of paper, and then I'm using my tab punch to go ahead and punch out a tab, and I'm going to use this awesome stamp set from Ellie's Studio. It's one of their new stamp sets, and it is so cute. I will link it below. It says things like pull here, lift here, keepsakes inside, all kinds of really cool sentiments for you to use as interactive elements in your scrapbooking. So I'm going to stamp out pull here, and then you can pull this card up or this photo up. It's going to be hidden behind that bottom 4x6. And that's just so that you can also see the picture in its totality without my head being chopped off. Like I'm, like I have a real problem there in that picture. It doesn't look too good if you start to look up close. I always try not to cut like important parts off, but this time that's just the way that it went, and I just had to roll with it. So here you can see, you can pull that out. I have the other picture. I actually also had a candid photo, so maybe I'll add that in there. We'll see. So I'm done with this one. I'm going to show you the up close here. If you like the video, please give me a like, and please also consider subscribing. And at the very end, I'll show you where I change out my 29 sticker so then it has the correct week. But I hope that you guys have an absolutely wonderful day. And of course, I will be back super soon with another video. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.